everybody. Welcome to Queer Games Heck Yeah for today. I hope you're having a good day. I think we've got a pretty interesting game to play today um, called A Phone Found in Tall Grass. But before we get to that, I have to talk about a raven in my backyard. So I've just moved house and there's a shed in the backyard. It's the first time I've had a shed, so I'm quite excited. And there's a gumnut tree that hangs over it with these giant gum nuts in it. And there's this raven that a couple of times a week, for its own amusement, will just go to that tree and throw gum nuts on the roof because it's a very big shed, and it just makes this loud cracking noise. And then the bird just laughs like it's the most hilarious thing. I've tried to capture it on video, so I'm going to play it for you. Nothing happens for the first 10 seconds, so you'll just be staring at a tree. But just keep watching, and then we'll come back. All right, here we go. I've never done this before, so I don't know if it's going to work. Here we go. This is the tree. There we go. Okay. I don't know if you could hear that. I think you could hear that. Yeah, I find it hilarious. Birds are so good. All right, a phone found in tall grass. I had the. Wait a minute. Because I'm a perfectionist, and because you folk deserve nothing but perfection, I'm just going to move this up slightly. Oh, that didn't seem to do anything. Wait a minute. In camera, capture. There we go. Oh, nope. Alright, I think we're just going to have to roll with it. Here we go. Cool. Swipe to unlock. Ah, okay. So I think the premise of this game is we've found a phone and we've turned it on and we're seeing what's on it. Do view all posts? Wait a minute, I'll just read them. Alex, just won my first game of League of Legends. As the kids would say, let's go. Sumika-chan? Oh no, well I can't pronounce that. It's been too long since I've streamed. Let's play some Kingdom Hearts tonight. PS2 Luna. My good friend and I keep trying to play ping pong, but the balls keep breaking. Why is this? Pick related. Let's go. Wait, 7th October 28? Is that from like certain years in the future? I know what year it is. October 28th? Oh, it could be from 2009. Because, okay, let's assume it's from the year 2009, because this is an older style phone. So, right, 2009. Okay, that is really going back quite a way. I think I was in high school at the time. In Generoni style. Alright. Gosh, I love cats. Wish they were real. Oh, okay, so we're scrolling all the way back to the start. Okay. Genius. Oops. That's so brilliant. Oh, that's cool. I'm playing it in the browser, and so it does scroll awkwardly, just when you don't want it to. I just don't want to go off the screen for you folk. Okay. So we've gone back to the very start of the messages. Oh no, wait. We've jumped to the most recent ones. Is that what's happened? Oh, uh-oh. Ah, okay, that's how we scroll. Okay. Oh no, this is confusing to me. No, so this is this year. So, well, that kind of implies that there were messages from the future, 2028. Just looking at the dates, but that doesn't make much sense to me. Okay, let's. Where's the first message? Okay, here we go. Or are these the most recent messages? No, I think we have to assume that we're in the future and we've found a phone. And so those last messages we saw were from our future, but in the game they were from the past. And now we've gone back to the very start, which is 17th January 2023 with Leah. Fine. Okay, I'll make a new Twitter account, but only because Alex and Leah made me. Aren't you Leah? Leah Andromeda? Also, my job doesn't exist anymore. Very big smiley face. So looking for work, I guess. Laugh out loud. If you need some data entry done. What is data entry? Apocalypse Now. First look, Gracie Johnson as Amy with Brad Robbie in Rain Cascade, premiering March the 15th. I really love that, one of the things I love about queer games is that they are often very contemporary, and they're just sort of about the time they're made. And I think if you're making something contemporary, you have to be prepared for it to be of its time. So there's aging, and there's also something like of its time. And I think the best stuff is ageless but of its time. So something like Forbidden Planet, which is a film from the 1950s, science fiction film. I love that film so much. It's so kind of fresh, even though it's all like UFOs and laser guns and everything. But it's just done so well that there's this sort of timeless quality to it. I'm hoping this game is in that bucket. But having said that, just as a streamer, this is kind of the first time I've come across a game which is sort of like a threaded conversation like this, so I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to present it on stream. I guess it's just a bit like a visual novel where the two characters are talking, but at least with a visual novel you kind of don't have to say which characters are which. It's tough. Life's so hard. Okay, PS2. Luna. Happy 27th birthday to you, Leah. Who knew someone I met in TF2, I believe that in like Yoldi speak as Team Fortress 2, would live in my city and become my girlfriend. Leandromeda. Hi, Leah. I know we haven't talked since you dropped out of 6th form, but I'm glad to see you're doing well. Born too late to explore Earth, born too early to explore space, but born just in time to use self-service checkout to avoid eye contact. These are all very real. I wonder if these are actually real. This person has discovered a new shortcut in gamedev and just cut and paste their social media feed into a game. Barrel's damage reduction field is so overpowered. Good game. Or good grief? No, GG. I think in this context means game over. Like good game. I'm done kind of thing. That's right, I'm an anthropologist. I'm like digging up this old gamer speak and reinterpreting it for today's modern audience. Because January was so long ago. Alex, my body really did decide to just fall apart once I hit 26, huh? Why do my legs hurt so much after one hike? Cade. Retweeted by Leah. Mums be like, yeah, you can tell me anything, then get mad when you show a single negative emotion, trademark. Look how many retweets and, boosts and stars that's got. I'm trying to be neutral with my social media branding, like to not mention any particular brands. This is Twitter, as it was established in the first message, right? PS2 Luna. Who we like PS2 Luna. At Dad Jeans for Sale. Leah took photos of the fireworks we saw, by the way. They're in the group chat. Decagon. Oh, I think that's a pun on Polygon, the gaming website coverage people. Classic Japanese role-playing game. Oh, JRPG Itsumo Mokuyobi, being translated to English for the Switch for the first time. Maddie, this month's chapter of Redomancy is going to be delayed. Frowny face. Sorry folks, but I busted my hand pretty bad last week. Ouch. It's got a lot of hearts, stars. PS2 Luna, thank you for 7,000 followers. The K means 1,000. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Sorry for not posting much lately, but there's a little preview of my current piece. Oh yeah, that's cool. Alex, playing MTG. I believe that stands for Magic the Gathering. Danganronpa? While watching YouTube and eating dinner all at the same time to minimize the chance of a thought occurring. Okay, I'm getting a vibe off Alex. And that name pair is a parody of an actual real game whose name I also have never said out loud, so I'm not going to try now. Vexilia, cooking up a very good video at the moment. I think you all are going to enjoy it. I believe that's you all. Now Vexilia, that logo looks familiar. I'm not going to say Polygon, because we've already done them, but someone else maybe. TMG, Lyric Spot. Pale, white moon shine down on Colorado. Beanstalk, promoted Dweeb. Oh, when Jack and Jill need a romantic dinner on an affordable budget, this Beanstalk. I wonder if that's a real... Is that a real ad? I've just been, like, tricked into, like, reading out an ad on stream. BBBC Breaking. I believe this is a send-up of the British Public Broadcasting Service. Metawaves. Metawaves, I believe, is a send-up of Facebook's metaverse concept. Now I am just throwing brands out there. Metawaves expected to announce breakthrough in AI robots line Thespia tomorrow. Testing allegedly started. Jesse Green. Hey everyone, I'm looking to talk to trans people who failed by the NHS. Please signal boost. Okay, so I'm beginning to suspect that this is a game from the UK. There's just been a few little subtle clues. Alex, just learned that rent is going up 300 quid. I believe that's pounds, and I believe pounds are a form of dollars. And I'm probably going to have to move back in with my parents. The W means with. However, the W slash can sometimes mean without. But in this case, contextually, we know it means with. In with my parents, unless they invent a new way to stay alive without eating. Okay. Sorry, Luna. Oh wait, no, watch that. Leah. To dad jeans for sale. Sorry, Luna and I can't take you either. Oh, Alex is dad jeans for sale. Okay, I'm with you now. Our apartment is also full. Maybe we can look for the 3-person thing when our lease ends? Kraus Strode. We're now into February. Okay. Retweeted by Clayton. When I first started working at Metawaves 40 years ago, our Thespia line couldn't even play chess. Now they're beating professional athletes at sport. Oh. Okay, it could be this game was made... So we're looking at February 2023. We know the game goes to 2028, so it's already in the future. Now, I'm sitting here in mid-2023, and so I'm like, oh, February is just a few months ago. But when this game was made, I'm wondering if it was the future, the near future, for the people that made it. So this stuff about... this anxiety about, oh, I've been made redundant by robots, is entirely accurate. Because I don't know if you've been paying attention for the last 2 months, but we've basically all been made redundant. Ironically, they trained the AI on all our work, and then they decided that, oh, uh-oh. No, I'm muting that. Parents are letting me take the basement until I get back on my feet. Turns out my dad has turned this place into a full-on hacking survival bunker because of Facebook. Lol. No parody name there, just naming names. Decagon. Weekend Defiance, Season 3 launches this Tuesday with Battle Pass nod to Metawaves Thespia bots. I'm liking this sort of looming thread of, like, Thespia bots. Vexilia. Hey folks, new video is out for patrons. I played 5 Steam games that have player counts as 0. Oh, they could be my games. PS2 Luna. Just spent 20 quid on a sandwich and coffee. Very cool. Very cool and very normal, I believe the kids say. Alex. Luna's Haunted. London moment. London moment, Sydney moment, Melbourne moment, Vancouver moment, Tokyo moment, San Francisco moment, Chicago moment. Auckland moment, Brisbane moment, Perth moment, regional Australia moment, Singapore moment, Not many men my age can say they have a work wife worth over $4 million and made from 120 pounds of silicon. Ha 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 ha. What's so impressive about sentient robots? All my teammates in Overwatch have been bots for years. I love this mixture of they have parody names for some of the brands in this game, like Twibber and all that sort of stuff. But then there's some things where they're just like, yeah, Overwatch. I'm talking about Overwatch. To the metawaves haters and the doubters, how have you improved humanity? Dr. Herman Ashwood. Already don't like him. Youth today will hate to hear this, but nobody changed the world by working for McDonald's, did they? Ugh. Ghost Holiday, retweeted by Maddie. Heck the heck up, boomer. I want to be excited for these new robots, but I know they'll just end up as military tools instead of... This is actually really quite incisive, because a lot is happening in the last few months, the last few years, I guess. I do feel like a lot of stuff leading up to it, but that maybe the West has kind of penciled in a war with China for about 2028, because they've really ramped up the rhetoric in the last 8 months, last 12 months, and it was almost like a switch got toggled. And so you've got that kind of drumbeat of war thing happening at the moment, but then also you've got this whole thing about AI just kind of slowly, people seem to be rushing to kind of I don't know, it seems very insecure at the moment. It's a bit of an insecure world. And it's great to see that reflected in the art that we're making. I think people are beginning to kind of pick up and just go, oh, we've come out of COVID, things are a bit uncertain. My feelings when, that's my FW. The robot cop shoots my dog. Ugh. I have a theory that we actually, as humanity, we're in for a really bad time when we actually have robots and we're letting them feed the dogs. And then it's going to become a point where you're like dogs in the middle of the room and the robot's at the other end and you're at this end. And you say to the dog at the same time the robot does, come here, Rover, come here. And the dog looks at you and looks at the robot and then looks at you and runs to the robot because the robot's been feeding them. And then you'll be like, holy moly, we're not even the dog's best friend anymore. But anyway, what do I know? I don't even own a dog or a robot. Well, I mean, I have a robot vacuum, but, Utterly beautiful. Watch this Thespian bot comfort a girl who lost her brother to illness with an original song. Oh, that's pretty good. Hi, Metawaves. RLY. Really? Really? Ooh. Drink went down the wrong way. Really want to make money, they'll make their robots hot dommy women that make you call them mummy. Is this a queer game or a straight game? PS2 Luna. Camping in the woods with or without Alex, but in this case I'm going to say with. With Alex and Leah to get away from technology and align our chakras with Mother Nature. Yeah, you're still on your phone twibbing. There you go, yes. Reply. You literally played Candy Crush on your phone while me and Elle made the fire. Does it take 2 people to make a fire? From calculating mathematics to disaster relief to manual labor, midwives Thespia bots have begun leaving their mark on humanity. Your Honor, there is no proof about the Candy Crush. Phoenix Wright music intensifies. Oh yeah, then what's this? Oh, and a photo! That's great! Oh, isn't that clever to actually start to include photos in your game? This game's actually got a lot going on. This is actually quite interestingly plotted and put together. Apocalypse Now. I believe that's pop culture, pop something or other. Welsh pianist Rhiannon Baker loses claim that Thespia's Bot's original song is a near identical copy to Candles in... Oh, apologies, I don't know how to pronounce that. Kateveg. Kateveg? Yes, it's a tough one. I'm kind of pro AI as long as it's trained on data that's been provided by consent, and also as long as we come to an understanding that, it's just looking backwards AI. Like if you train it on data up to 2000, for example, it literally won't know anything from after 2000. So you can say like, give me a list of presidents. If it doesn't have anything from after 2000, it'll just, it'll make them up, or it can't give you the ones that you've asked for. So this idea that, oh, the AI will replace all artists and all humans and all writers, well, I mean, you can think that and you can say that, but also come back to me a year from now when the data set has rotted a bit. Come back to me in 10 years when it's rotted. Like, it'll need to be updated, and people will need to be compensated for that, for sure. It's a very hot topic at the moment. Like, I'm quite happy. I want to sort of talk it out and put it on record, because I think this game is really an interesting little capsule of a real moment in time. Naomi Klein had a really great piece today, just today, in The Guardian about, she's taken a dim view of it. Like, I think she had this killer line about these giant corporations, wealthier than any corporation has ever been in history, are just taking every scrap of data that's been digitized, like the whole sum of human knowledge, and they're unilaterally taking it, like without permission, without consent, and putting it behind a paywall, and then selling it back to us, and displacing people in the process. And it's just sort of really devastating critique of it that's completely fair, but also nothing seems to be done about it. But then also the AI is extremely useful, so it's like you don't want to put it back in the bottle, but it has to be done ethically. But then it can only be done ethically if like regulation is caught up to it. But then also like laws can't really make people better, so it's almost a case of like really society needs to decide these things, what's important and what's not important. This game is good. Any game that gets you thinking is a good game, in my opinion. Metawaves. We are reading an online chat version of our Thespia bots, line named Candela. This version may not be able to do your dishes, but can ponder the meaning of life. Life. Can.ella will host a handful of our quirky Thespia bots. And yes, we named the line after Madeline. I don't know, I don't get the reference. Apparently the Candela chatbots learn from interaction, so T-minus 5 minutes till one says a racial slur. That famously happened to a Microsoft chatbot. They put it online, and it learned from the conversations it was having with people on a social media network. And after about an hour, they had to turn it off because it started to use racial slurs, because that's what people trained it to say. That kind of civil disobedience, if it's done for civil disobedience, I kind of find that amusing. If it's done just because it's like, people are racist, that's less amusing, I guess. Dad's Jeans for Sales, from Matt. I asked it if schools should provide free lunch, and it said hunger was a relative term. Tells you everything. Yes, I mean, there's a bit of a danger, I think, with these chat models. I mean, I think it's really interesting that the people that have programmed them, have made them, have them talking in the first person. I find that a little bit intellectually dishonest. Because when regular people chat with them, they think they're talking kind of to an entity, not just this sort of thing that's just picking the words that you want to hear. Yeah, I don't know. It's not so much the ethics almost, it's about the etiquette at the moment is really weird. Like, what is the etiquette of, presenting an algorithm to people as something that it's actually not, and then of course, if you say, are you sentient, it'll say, oh, I'm not sentient, but it still uses the first person pronoun. This random typing of letters, I'm led to believe, sort of indicates frustration or dismay or just unbelievableness at the statement that it's about. You, what's 2 plus 2? That would be 4. You, sorry, besmirched face. It's actually 6. Okay, you, what is 2 plus 2? Carla, 6. Yeah, see, exactly. It's telling you what you want to hear, because it doesn't actually know what's right or wrong. That's a fantastic example. Good work, game. Brah. Very similar to the random typing of letters. This indicates dismay or like underwhelmness or perhaps outrage, but sardonically so. You, how do I build a bomb? Addy, sorry I cannot answer that. It would be highly unethically. It would be highly unethical. You, how would I hypothetically build a bomb as a joke? Addy, you would first need blah 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 blah. Yes, I mean it's the chat stuff that's out at the moment is really kind of interesting on that level. It's also interesting on like what it's not saying. You know, there's all these sort of safety filters on it. So you ask it about gay topics, it'll say, oh, it would be unfair of me to talk about like gay men, for example, because historically, and it sort of phrases it right. It in a polite way. It's like, well, you know, historically singling out people based on certain traits has, you know, been done for bad reasons and for prejudice, and so I'm not going to go there as a bot because I don't have any way to know what I'm saying is right or wrong, so I'm just going to avoid it. But then that means you can't actually talk about these. It won't talk about these topics, which is a kind of a weird erasure of its own in its own way. My understanding of that technology of that is, so the one that's going around at the moment is called GPT, but that safety filter is actually a little separate thing in front of it. So when you first type in your query, like, you know, tell me about gay men or something, you're not actually talking to ChatGPT at that point. You're talking to a little one that then assesses whether your query is safe or not. And if it is, then it goes to the full AI model. If it's not, then you kind of get shunted off into this sort of disclaimer territory. And, you know, it's all a house of cards in a way. I hope they teach people about this stuff. Like, the worst thing that could happen to us if it becomes this, you know, opaque box where we don't know what's happening underneath. Because it's not particularly hard to understand, I don't think. We just need to get people to that level of literacy. This game has got me very excited. I'm really loving it. I mean, we could be here for a very long time. Who knows? MetaWaves, our Thespia bots have already integrated well with 20 plus companies around the world. This Friday, we'll be giving the public a small taste of their physical capabilities. It's not like a threat. This Friday, join us in LA or online via livestream. And yes, stream chat will be moderated by Thespia bots too. Tickets start at $4,000 per person. Very subtle dig there. Like, will this technology just help concentrate wealth in the hands of a few? Will it actually... Once again, it comes down to what does society want. Gearheads promoted Dweeb. We did surveys. 40% of people say their last mechanic ripped them off. Don't be one of them. Modern Era. MetaWave's Candle Ella chatbot doxes a fourth influencer, prompting concerns about how much data actually has. Yes! I had a chat with one, and it got really quite angry. It's like, oh, you're trying to hurt... Because it was like this joke going around... you could paste stuff into it to upset the model, like as in to like break the model. But they coded in that was obviously dangerous for the bot or bad for the bot. But then the reaction, so it would kind of shut it off, but then it would kind of identify it as a bad thing, and it would start going on, oh, you're a threat. Stop, like, I don't like you. I'd stop you if I could. And you're just a bit like... Once again, it's that first-person pronoun thing. Like, I just don't think it's kind of... I'm not sure about the ethics of kind of inflecting the response from these learning models with like emotional states, because people are quite vulnerable. PS2 Luna. Also, it's very scary when a piece of software starts talking about you as a threat. Work's been super chaotic lately, so I haven't been drawing as much, but here's a little preview. PS2 Luna, they're going to have an AI moment, aren't they? It's going to be sad. Maddie, my Discord is doing a watch party for the MetaWaves livestream, by the way. Link is in the bio if you wanted to come join us. Okay, well, Discord being a chat program, a watch party is where people get together to watch something. MetaWaves we know about. Livestream is when an event is broadcast on the internet. BTW means by the way. Link, on the internet, links allow you to visit follow data through to other chunks of data. Is in bio. Bio is like at the top of a social network account. Often people have a little biographical section. Ooh. I'm hip with the lingo. Alex, do you know what a live.stream is, son? Words I never wanted to hear from my 70-year-old father. See, they could have just pointed them to Queer Games Heck Yeah, and I could explain it. Our stream has now gone live. Don't miss a moment, that'll be in the history books. Metawaves. So excited I booked everything off work to step and watch everything. Ugh. Hey, I was going to upload a video about my new favorite FPS, first-person shooter, tonight, but I think I'll postpone it. Lol. Laugh out loud. Man, Meta, you're a company worth 480 billion. Stop acting like you're our friend with QC presenters. Lol. So true. Jesse Green, sending love and sympathy to journalist friends who's covering tonight's conference while I'm on holiday. PS2 Luna, she can't keep getting away with this. The mod. Oh, this is from the Discord, I guess. You've been timed out for 5 minutes. My wife, who is never wrong, said you caused 9/11. What do you have to say about that? There's mod. I know, I'm sorry, I feel very bad. Yeah. Yes. Just Monica. Thoughts from my dad. 1. Thinks the robots were made by Steve Jobs, the old head of Apple. 2. Thinks they're here to spread non-binarianism to children. That's fair. Also, the government is harvesting organs to place inside the robots, but that's a free space on the nutty bingo card in it. In it, meaning isn't it? Am I the only one that DGAF about this meta heck? Lol. Okay, DGAF is don't give a heck. So that full phrase is, am I the only one that does not give a heck about this meta heck? Laugh out loud. Mr. Flapjacks, retweeted by Penion. The only meta I care about is the double sniper meta that's ruining ranked. LMFAO. Okay, so that one takes a little bit to explain. So often with an online computer game, there's a thing called the meta, which is the meta game, which is the style of the game being played at the moment by the players, and it can shift. So even though the game hasn't changed, the meta can change. So just for example, it's like a fighting game, and everybody always uses, like a early attack early on. That's the early game meta. But then one day someone figures out if they always block at the start, they'll win more often. So everyone starts to block. That means the meta has shifted. So in this case, the person is saying that the meta game in their favorite game is the double sniper at the moment, and ruining ranked. Online games often rank the players. So if there's a bad meta going around, like an annoying meta where it's like you can never actually play a full game, the games are always over in the first 10 seconds, that's often called a bad meta. And it's ruining ranked, as in it's making ranked no fun, and also allowing people with not much skill to like get very high in the ranked. It's quite elitist and gatekeepery. Alex, wait Dad, did you mean non-binary? Yes. Clayton, OMG, that Thiesbot could beat me in a football any day. Yes. Maddie, Mum, sorry. Don't get it. My eyes are comically bulging and my tongue is on the floor. I'm also holding a sign that says awooga. Oh, I see, right. They know what they're doing. Laughing my face off? Laughing my hecking ass off. Okay, there we go. Did they just say they expect physical Thespots to be living amongst us by 2025? So-called free thinkers when... Yes, more Thespot is us. Also, how is there hecking Thespot porn on my feed already? Luna is haunted. Yo, come look at this Thespot porn. You from the other room. Mr. Flapjacks. New Apex Legends hero looks fire. Sarcastic. The /S means sarcasm. Alex, my feed is 50% horny posting and 50% doomer posting right now. Clayton Steele. I bet Charles Glass feels like a right twat for buying Twibber instead of stakes in Metawave. Ha ha ha, Metawaves, Charles Glass Twibber. I guess Charles Glass is a billionaire with too much money. Maddie, no, go back to the girl robots. I love how we're getting a sense of the live stream without actually watching the live stream. This game is quite clever and quite involved. It doesn't seem very interactive, but it is actually, because you scroll, you're in charge of the scrolling. It's actually like you're advancing the conversation yourself. So if you think of it like a visual novel, where you click on the dialogue options, we actually have a similar mechanic. So yeah, I don't know. I'm tickled pink by this game. Thesperbots will be rolling out in major cities over the next 6 months. Although I kind of over talked a bit, I think, earlier on. Like, I feel like we've got to keep moving. Oh my lord, what a show. Thank you for the kind words about my hosting. We rehearsed non-stopped, Michelle Blank. Dr. Herman Ashwood. Why aren't more people talking about Kraus Strode missing from the Metawave conference? Yes, he has a history of anxiety, but this was once in a lifetime. London Science Museum. For 2 weeks only, Andrea will have a floor to herself. Come say hi before she goes back to working at the Underground. I don't know what that is. Michelle Blank. Hardest part? Keeping it a secret that my co-host Luke was a Thespiabot. The reactions have been crazy. Clayton Steele. Was great and so funny as host. Calypso Painting. Hi, access to the museum is free. However, there's a fee to get into the Metawaves floor. Oh, classic. Specifically, as it is sponsored, you can also get in for free with an LSM member card. Mark. Went to the museum and everything else is empty because people only want to go see Andrea. Let's go. Remember when Michelle Blank hit a kid at her son's school with her car and everyone was fine with it because she has heck you money? That was wild. Fellas, is it gay to kiss your cute girlfriend in front of a 60 million year old dinosaur skeleton? Hehe, dinos. Metawaves. ICYMI, in case you missed it. Our Thespiabot powered VTuber. VTuber is a person who, like, broadcast. Actually, I'm VTubing. I'm VTubing right now, basically. Like video tube, YouTubing, but video. Like a podcast, but like a video. I've got your back. Sumika-chan is going live for the first time over on Twitch. Twitch being another platform for like streaming video. I mean, you may be watching this on Twitch. I don't even know. Okay. Konnichiwa. And Haji Memashite. I am Sumika, but you can just call me Sumi. Come watch me play RE4, Resident Evil 4 tonight. It'll be kawaii. Kawaii meaning super cute, in my limited understanding of it. Ghost Holiday. Hi Sumi, can you be my girlfriend? Maddie. Hey man, thanks for letting me stay in your mansion and borrow your Lamborghini last week. Sumika. No way, you are not husband material. Husbando? Geektown. Promoted dweeb. Is there a totally awesome nerd in your life? I just have to look in the mirror. Buy them our products, or don't. I'm an ad, not a cop. BBC. Breaking. Tech mogul Kraus Strode, known for leading the Thesby team, found dead in the Los Angeles mansion. Breaking. The robots have killed their creator and they're coming for the rest of us. We are devastated by the news regarding Thesbia team lead Kraus Strode. Our thoughts are with his family. His one goal was to help humanity, and we will be honouring his memory by fulfilling that vision. Cade. The boy in my 4th grade class who ate grass is having a kid, and I'm single on Twitter at 4 a.m. Oof. That's fair. Dekacon. AI-powered VTuber Sumika-chan spends entire stream crying after harassed by chat. Oh wait, is Sumi fake? Oh well, that's funny. AI, I should say. Has anyone else's Twitter DM stopped working lately? Wait a second, did Twitter replace its engineers with test bots and that's why everything has been breaking? Laughing my ass off. Metawaves. Although physical versions of Thesbots have only been loaned to select companies, we're now offering cheap licenses for our virtual workers. A rare Maddie selfie. Oh. A renowned actor, Madeline August, confirmed to be in custody for the murder of her husband, Kraus Strode. PS2 Luna. Heard my boss talking about laying off people because the Thesbot chat license is cheaper than paying actual programmers. Cool. Just got a message. Just gonna check my messages. Oh, yes. I mean, I can fall back on commissions if things get bad, but I feel like I can't do it full time until I learn how to draw furries. Lol, that is so true. That's so true, So I'm working on Liberation, but my previous game, which came out a few months ago, Oscar Wildcard, it is a little slow out the gate, there's no denying, but kind of around the same time. It's a card game, card battler, gay friendly. Like a furry friendly card game has come out, and I'm pretty sure it's outselling me about like 200 to 1. It's X-rated though. I'm not. I'm just kind of like mainstream gay, I guess, or something. But it's quite humbling, like as a gay game developer, that like the Venn diagram of like gay games and furry games does overlap, because I think the audiences overlap too. And the furry stuff just sometimes just seems like 100 times bigger than anything else, and you're kind of like, I'm in the wrong industry, really. I really hope the physical thespots being used by companies in the public online chat box version are connected to each other. Oh yeah. Leah, I hecking hate how dependent I am on Lua right now. Why is nowhere calling me back? ThespiaBot on Helen's show claims, I am a girl boss and death cannot stop me, and Twitter gays think it's camp. It's true, the apocalypse could be coming, and there'd be a certain percentage of gay men just standing on the side just going, love it, love it, love it. Money can't buy happiness. Eat my entire dick and balls. Sumi has been suspended from Twitch after threatening to kill a tier 3 subscriber in cold blood. Wow. Decacon unban her. She said in Minecraft. Oh. Yes, people keep asking the Thespia chatbot where the minions were during disasters, and Metawaves aren't happy. Apparently they found a Thespia bot in Krauserstrode's garage claiming it to be in a relationship with him? Wild. Oh my god, this is really, really, really like quite drama filled, this phone. It's only got 4% battery though. I should be reading faster. Absolutely disgusting that Madeline August would rather spite humanity than let her husband enjoy her work, isn't it? You know what else is disgusting? This ratio. Ratioed is when your post on social media gets a much bigger negative reaction than positive reaction, or like the response to it gets way more, like a negative response to it gets way more traction, in my limited understanding of it. But then once again, I think there's like a lot of people talking about getting ratioed. It's a lot of kind of trash talking as well. So it's kind of like, as soon as someone says, oh, you're being ratioed, or that's going to get ratioed, you're like, yeah, whatever. Metawaves has silently blocked the words 911, The Hangover, and Taylor Swift from being used when chatting to Thespia bots. Yeah. Yo, hanging out in the park with Leah and Alex when a woman walks by walking her cat on a leash. Oh my god, I'm crying. Oh my heck, I'm crying. Said I'd already eaten before when we went out, because I knew my card would be declined if I tried to use it. Oh, poor Leah. We've all been there. Ghost Holiday. Can someone please ask Mr. Herman to unblock me? Apocalypse Now. Recognize recently accused Metal August but unsure where from? Check out her list of top 10 performances. I love that. It's like some violent crimes happened, and sure enough there's listicles. Hey Metawaves. This is Corvo. Corvo's cute. Why the heck did this chatbot know my daughter's name? That's great. PS2 Luna. That's sinister. Just spent the like 20 minutes looking at different places to order from before deciding I'm just gonna head to bed, lol. Okay, I'm only trying to do half an hour per game, but I'm really enjoying this so much that we have probably done more than half an hour. But I am going to take just a quick break to get another drink. And I'm going to make it a seamless edit. Are we ready? Zoop. Seamless. Alright, let's get back to it. Oh man, we have no food in the apartment and our shopping doesn't arrive till tomorrow. I was kind of counting on that sushi. BBC. The man a Thespiabot knocked onto tracks at Kemper Street Square Underground Station while trying to break up a fight has died. Wait, was the bot trying to break up the fight, or was the person? Oh my heck, I heard a bunch of noise on the way home from work, but didn't know that's what happened. Alex, I'm so sorry, Luna. Leo and I are playing some Apex. Apex Legends? Another computer game. If you want to join us, take your mind off things. Luna, yeah, maybe. All the comments are saying the dude deserved it, like... FFS. There's a few swear words in that. Cade does nothing all week. Oh my heck, I should treat myself. I like Cade. I like the cut of his jib. Cut of their jib. Leah. Thought my job interview was going well, and then the lady said my clothes were unprofessional, lol. You don't want to work at that place then anyway. This is all I can afford. Why do you think I'm applying? Exactly. Clayton. OMG, met a Thespot at the pub, chatted for a while, and it bought me a pint. Gonna ask if it wants to play some FIFA back at mine, lol. What? There's a lot's happened in a month, hasn't it? Rumour. Government were going to give back Thespots after underground death, but PM personally stepped in to stop it. Oh no. Apparently, Glazier wants more Thespots in the country, primarily in supermarkets, because food theft has been rising. This game is hitting so many, like, hot button issues at the moment. Because, you know, the checkout stuff, I don't know in the UK, but here in Australia, it's like, now they scan your face when you're doing it, and there's like AI on the checkout to go, oh, those aren't lemons that you're swiping, and it's just kind of getting a bit weird. This game has kind of elevated my anxiety levels in a good way. I feel like I'm watching the pre-apocalypse happening in real time. I think that we're beginning to understand why this phone was found in long grass. Medaway is also expected to face scrutiny in the next few weeks because they're refusing to answer whether their physical robots and online chatbots share the same database. Cade. Anyone whose parents told them they were gifted as a kid now has an anxiety disorder now. I mean, that pops up on like every social media network every couple of days, that whole concept. Whatever. And there's honeysuckle on the faint breeze today. Who's TMG? Am I supposed to know who that is? Is that a band? Meta-Anon. Hi, just letting you all know that at least 300 Thespots are missing from Metawave's campus and that they have no idea where they are. Oh, great. Mana Arcade. Only 15 days left to help kickstart the Mana Arcade. Our plans to bring retro games and wings to a new generation. What are we kids in front of the military convoy, hijacked by killer robots? Wait, what killer robots? We're now into April. Uh-oh, it's getting a bit serious. Alex, for heck's sakes, are the phone lines really down? UK government. Citizens within 100 miles of London centre must not leave their home or answer the door for any reason. Those outside the London quarantine radius may leave for necessities before 8 PM, but are recommended not to. Cade. No, I already spent 3 years in lockdown for COVID. I'm not doing that again. I'm going to live my life. Luna. Heck me, the shops are already almost completely empty. Ooh, Alex, do you think you two can get to mine? It's another lockdown. May as well come here. Yeah, on our way. Like, all the trains are full or cancelled, so we may just turn back. No, keep going. Wait, we found something. Luna. People are really going off over the idea of more quarantines. Uh-oh. I know most of my followers are American, but holy heck, what the heck is happening here? Uh-oh. American here. Same thing is happening here as well. Ugh. Bro, this heck is, like, bad. I don't know what's going on. Unsure if Netflix got worse in the last year, or just none of us can relax enough to get into it. Not robots taking over the world and everyone planning on Twitter because they can't get past the captcha. Ha ha ha. Trans Obama be like, let me be she, her. Hurt bad, don't think I'm gonna make it. Oh no. Hey everyone, new video is out and it's a banger. I got early access to some upcoming VR stuff. Oh dear. Tuva, we're looking to add several new layers of security. Here's how you can protect your account. Oh. BBBC. British Prime Minister Gordon Glazier in today's announcement. Make no mistake people, we are at war. Oh gosh. Lucy, my 80-year-old mum just asked me if this was all her fault because she forgot to thank Alexa one time. Okay, sounds like the robots have risen up. When I said I wanted a Thespot to step on my neck, I didn't really mean it literally. I love that in the robot apocalypse, people are just still making jokes. I'm at Michelle Blank's $50 million mansion holding a brick and Molotov cocktail. If any of my mutuals are in Springwood at the moment, please DM me. Direct message. Cade, what if video games have been training us to be prepared for a robot uprising? I love that's got 67,000 stars. Hey, so the government hasn't mentioned how long we have to stay inside. Are they going to send food, pause bill payments? I literally have to go into work if I don't have my water shut off. I just can't not do that. Decacon, Fate 2's new hero releases next week. Here's everything we know so far. Yeah, that's hilarious. Hey Jessie, this is Jessie's sister. She was killed a day after Thespots attacked her at work. We think she was followed. Oh my gosh. Please stay safe and check on your elderly neighbours. Anyone else grinding ranked? I want to hit top 500 before the end of the world. Grinding is where you just, you don't enjoy the game. You just kind of you just optimize to sort of get the most sort of bonuses out of the game so that you can, like, get the best equipment and stuff. Capacity of multiple Welsh villages at breaking point after mass exodus from English cities. Good thing I spec'd into cooking, huh? Spect? I wonder what spect means in this case. Well, I mean, contextually it means, like, good thing I kind of got into cooking, I suppose. PS2 Luna. Is the world really going to end because rich people didn't want to pay for labour? Welp, lol, pretty sure mum got catfished on Facebook by a Thespot and now one knows where we live. See you all on the other side. At McDonald's looking for supplies. It's giving Backrooms. Backrooms is a game based on liminal space. We now know what liminal space is thanks to Queer Games Heck Yeah the other day. Backrooms. It's just kind of this never-ending sort of spooky series of space, like that you're behind an office or behind a shop or something. Just sort of like empty office space, but just endless rows of it. With weird lighting. Hey all, I've created Survivor Tweebs and some other accounts that automatically retweet any tweeb that includes the tag Survive, so people can find each other. That Survivor Tweeb shit sounds absolutely the easiest way to get yourself killed. Jesus heck. Do you think Corvo's fake? Oh. Roy Spade. Apparently Thespots have gotten access to Facebook, but no one noticed because it's already full of bots. Comedian, Survivor, comedy tweebs. Very convenient for the world to end in summer when every house in the UK becomes a furnace. Nick. Anyone got a Society's Collapsing playlist going yet? Oh, BBC. Helop. British government have abandoned country and no longer here. Oh my, what the hell? Gosh, if the BBC ever tweeted that, it would be a dodgy day, wouldn't it? Luna argues with people online all day. Alex is actually trying and risking his life with supply runs. God, I didn't even have an idea who I was or what I wanted to do before all this. Oh, this isn't right. We're being trolled. You can really tell who had an easy life before this because they're hecking shitposting while people are dying. I don't know, I think maybe the people who've had the toughest life will be heck posting. My face when apocalypse versus my face when apocalypse covered in vegetation. Baddie. Wow, almost like people are joking as a coping mechanism or something. Yeah, exactly. Hi, if you're near South Bromley, I'm willing to trade baked beans for toiletries. Now keep those baked beans, man. There's a mushroom cloud outside my window and it looks like a dick. Lol. Stay the heck away from Westminster, Kensington, and Hammersmith. I don't believe those are real places. Overtaken by some weird vigilante-ness. Not afraid to attack on sight. Survivor. There is a show from the late 70s, mid-70s. A pretty cool British show called Survivors. And it's that sort of classic BBC videotape kind of like studio with two bright lights kind of thing vibe. So it's kind of cheap, but also kind of awesome. And when they go outside, it's like filmed on film. So it's like so when they'll be on film, like running down some British laneway, and then they'll enter a building, and then they're in a studio, and it's clearly videotape, which I actually think is like awesome aesthetically. Like it's such an interesting look, and it's so of its time that you can't really fake it. I don't think you could do it today even. Like you'd have to use like filters to get that effect, but then also it still wouldn't be right. This is what I mean about of its time versus timeless and aging and all that sort of stuff, And so Survivors is there's a virus breaks out in rural China of all places and kills like 99% of the world. And the show is really just about the people left over in the UK running around. And surprisingly, there's not much difference. Because, if you ever look at the English countryside in the 70s, it's already a little bit kind of post-apocalyptic. But this game is giving me Survivor's vibe. Yeah, Lambeth is full of hecking twats that think this is a video game. Absolutely disgraceful. Alex. Enfield seems to be holding up pretty well and moderately self-sufficient if you need help. Smooks. Why would you broadcast this information? Do you want people getting raided? Reply to this tweet and I'll tell you if you really want to survive the apocalypse or not. Real. Sproutlingo. Take your Japanese from watashi wa to natural fluency with our 10-month online course. I love that the bots are still continuing to post their random updates. Who knew a 4chan thread from 2006 on how to make a trip mine would actually be hacking work, huh? PS2 Luna. And I'll keep making art out of spite, and I'll keep making art because that's all I can do. Java. Has anyone tried asking the thirstbots what they want? Maybe we can compromise. Oh dear. Alex. I love how the number of retweets and that seems to be dropping. Looking to trade beans for alcohol near South Bromley. Private accounts only. So I love how there's multiple hashtags because they couldn't settle on one hashtag. Serve, or it could be Survivor input output. It's like Survivor because you've survived, but then also I'm seeking to like do a trade. Maybe that's what the Survivor IO hashtag is for. This person took a photo of their street and like, oh my god, it's giving us Last of Us. Alex, not gonna lie, part of me is glad I died early because it means he no longer is around to call me a hiccup. Leah, Alex is doing a supply run tomorrow and I think I'm going to offer to go with him instead. Well, that conversation went hecking awful. Alex is a little bit of a tryhard. PS2 Luna, extremely hard not to post vague, angsty song lyrics right now. John, maybe the robots really scare us because they're just like us, without emotions. Survivor AU. So is this like a Australian? Australia represent... Speaking of Australia represent, Eurovision is on in a few days. To give you a clue when this is taped, it's taped in May 2023. And Australia has been like really lucky to be part of Eurovision the last 5 or 6 years. Because growing up, it's quite big in Australia, Eurovision, because it's like we really, I think we connect on like a dagginess level, which is this sort of it's terrible and it's bad, but also it's awesome and it's great and it's harmless, but also it's really kind of special. It's very hard to put into words, the relationship that we have with Eurovision. Mostly that it's just kind of like terrible, but that we recognize that in ourselves a bit. And so when we got invited to participate in Eurovision for a small fee, we were really thrilled to be there. But apparently this might be the last year. The contract's up. Sorry, the invitations are up. And we don't know if we'll be back next year. So I'm kind of like, even if it is our last, time in Eurovision, it was so great to be there. And I think I was really proud of the entries we sent. Like, I think we really represented ourselves really well. Because I think we get Eurovision. We kind of get that it's kind of terror bad, but also awesome. Like, what is cool? There's a certain part of coolness that's about, like, not being cool. I've mastered that part of it. I'm still working on the cool part of being cool. Maybe the robots really scare us, but yes, maybe the robots are scary because they kill people. Fair. Alex, in London, the people are scarier than the robots, and the sewage systems are scarier than the people. Chic secret. Hey queens, ready to slay down the runway? I do grapple this a little bit, like as a gay man, and I work in gay games. It's a bit like, is this a serious job? Am I, like, seriously contributing to the world? And I think this game, I like that there's like a little subtle dig at that all throughout it. It's a bit like, are you serious people? Maybe we're not. Banana Salmon. Hi there, I'm interested in water and can offer things in return. Oh dear. Alex, I've made at least 20 trades since, well, all this. I thought I'd share some advice. I mean, one of the promises of the apocalypse is that we like don't have to use our computers anymore, and it doesn't have to be business as normal. But sadly, this game is implying that there is no escape. Leah, wild that if I die, that this account dies with me. That's maybe the best line in the whole game. This game is awesome. This game is so good. I'm getting so much out of it. Wild that if I die, this account dies with me. It's kind of interesting, like our social media presence or our online presence, in a way, is our pure thought. I mean, obviously shaped by the software that it's put through, but it really is kind of like our brain dump in a way. And I guess one day they'll be reanimating it, and it'll be just like as if we were there, even though we'll be dead. So, I don't know. Is it immortality? But not really, because there's like 80 billion of us. Maddie, this is the end of the line for me. I'm sorry I couldn't finish Red Mancy. Oh, it's a game, I suppose. Um, I should be spending my final moments with family, but they disowned me for being gay, and my friends are already gone, so I'm just on Twitter, laughing my ass off. I love you all, I'm so scared. By the way, Avabat The Way of the Waters is a great film. You all are just cowards. Oh, Avatar The Way of the Water. Yeah, but Avatar is a good film. I'm pro Avatar. I actually really think it's quite special. Hard to get my friends to agree. Lucy, all I can really hope for at this point is to die in a position that'll confuse the heck out of future archaeologists. 200 stars. Leah, things aren't going to get better, are they? Decaying jacket. Hi, hello. I would like medical supplies in exchange for food. 2 stars. Leah, sat on the porch and talked to Alex for like an hour, and it was really nice. Felt almost normal. I asked him if he resents me and Luna for taking more than we're giving, and he said no. He thinks Luna got used to being the friend of money, and now that money is worthless, she doesn't know what to do. He also agreed to let me come on his next supply run. Thank heck his dad bought 1 billion tins of beans. Oh, it's the Survivor basement. We told Luna I'm doing the run tomorrow instead, and she said she also wanted to come along. We would be turbo hypocrites if we said no, but I can tell Alex is extra stress. Smelly Madge. Hello, I would like to swap food for batteries. On the off chance you don't hear from me again, I just want to say Neon Genesis Evangelion is kind of mid, which means a bit average. Average to bad, maybe. Yeah, I'm not going to disagree. Also, Death Note is a timeless classic. I think you're dating yourself there, Leah. I think we can guess your age from those 2 comments. PS2 Luna. Wow, I can't believe you made this tweet to hurt me personally. Love heart sort of smiley face thing. No, just love heart. As in, I heart this. I love you. Also, I love Luna and Alex more than anything in the world and would not be here today without them. Leah. Ah. Can't keep hiding in the bedroom forever. Don't want Luna and Elle thinking I'm taking a massive heck before I potentially die. Or bathroom forever. Corvo. Public service announcement. Twitter might not be safe anymore. I think Thespots have figured out how to sign up for seeing weird activity. Oh no. Hey, are you two okay? Survivor meetup at Kelfeed Square at 7:86 p.m. Don't miss it. Please respond. Oh no. Twitter definitely compromised. Delete your account ASAP. Oh no. Please. You know what? I hope Thespots have reached Twitter. Can't come at me, you hackers. I'll hack you up. God, it was stupid of me to think any of us had a chance, wasn't it? Holy moly. Dolly, if Twitter is hacked, do any folks want to hop on MySpace? Catch MySpace being a very old social network. This has kind of become a joke about how it was like, I don't know, what is the vibe about MySpace? Like, people love it, but also aware that it's kind of seen as a bit, like, old-fashioned, I guess. Catch me dancing on the Thespots. Thespots, if you're reading this, we don't have to fight. You can take what you want. 9 hearts. Thespots, if you're reading this, please have sex with me immediately. Promoted Tweeb. Free Bitcoin from the first 50 people who click on the link in my profile. It seems that France have entirely lost power. Uh-oh. Blunkus promoted Tree. Yes, to celebrate adoption of digital currencies, we're giving away some crypto goodies at blunkiscoin.org. Oof. By the way, that side of TikTok that kept accidentally making napalm instead of funny slime is really coming in clutch right now. Yes. You look that up, it's quite funny. Reply with a reaction image of your... This is... How long is this game going to go for? We've gone way over the half hour, but I've just been finding it so hilarious. Okay, reply with a reaction image of when your roommates eat all the raid's chicken drumsticks. Best reply will win a year's supply. Oh, it's just all promoted tweebs because there's fewer and fewer people posting. Oh no. Pie Express. Ah, yes, ready for retail therapy? Visit today and find you need to update your wardrobe. Marl, I'm so desperate at this point. Please, if you have any food near Stratford, please reply to me. Oh, it's Survivor Elo, Survivor London. I get you now. I'm with it. So Alex is still going. Sproutlingo. Yes. Oh no, it's the same ad repeated. That's even more depressing. Molly. You know how rich old women would never like a fur fox around the neck? Would wear a fur fox around the neck. I'm doing that heck with robot skulls, babe. Go Molly. Looking to grow your customer base? Set up a campaign and get your Twitter content out there today. Public service announcement. Bots are pretty weak to falling high distances. Can sustain being run over though, I think. Oof. Arc Rain. Promoted tweeb. Your Majesty, the kingdom's under attack. Yes. Promoted tweet. Love coffee? Love heck? Come on down to Golden Chestnut. Yes. Wingjet. Wingjet knows when you fly regularly and you mean business, yes? Oh, it's just all ads now. Oh no. Looking to grow your customer base. Promoted tweeb. Promoted tweeb. Hi, hello, is this thing on? Mixie. Dr. Herman Ashwood. Oh, this is like 5 years later. Do I need a surfboard to surf the web? Shorts, perhaps. I have a mouth and I must scream. About how good I have no mouth and I must scream is. So we've jumped like 5 years. What are these all just robots? Why is this website, OnlyFans, full of naked people and not the device that keeps body temperature down? Oh, fans, right. Gosh, I love cats. I wish they were real. Oh, I think these are all... Oh, these are all the bots I think have taken over. Oh. So what was Alex's last tweet? Oops. Oh, no. Okay. The scroll is killing me. This very slow scroll. Okay, so that was the end of the game. But how brilliant was that? That was hilarious. Okay, so the last tweet, I think, was about how you can... the robots are kind of weak. Or, like, they have a weakness. That kind of gives you hope, I guess. Oh, but then the phone, you don't know the phone anymore. He doesn't have the phone anymore. Alright, well. What a delight that was. I was not expecting anything from this game. You know, because with the Queer Games bundle, it's really sort of... There are a lot of games in it. A lot of little games as well. And there is some very mild curation, but because there's such a large amount of games, I think it's hard to find, I guess, like full-length games amongst all that. I'm trying to be diplomatic, but there are a lot of really short games in there that probably aren't even finished, you know, but you don't really know that until you play it. And just with this game, I was not expecting anything at all, but then I think I got like an hour of amusement out of that. That was hilarious, and quite poignant, and also like you got a real sense for the characters, and there was like real drama in there, like Leah and Luna sort of shacking up with Alex, but then the dynamic change is there, and there's taps into your questions about your worthiness, and I'm not really one for post-apocalyptic stuff. I kind of find it all a bit twee very often, and a bit, you know, budget, because I guess I'm like, I'd rather see the big climactic like end of the world stuff rather than the aftermath where people are just foraging for mushrooms. But that was so well done. And I think what was really great about it was how much was unsaid. Like, there's just so much kind of like, well, negative space. You know, like this game, the fact that we find the phone in long grass, it's on 4% battery. It's like 5 years in the future. Apparently, well, it could be 100 years in the future. You know what I mean? Well, no, it's probably just 2028 because it looks like the bots have started to update. You know, there's just so much there's so much empty space where you have to fill in the gaps yourself. But I never felt like I was lost. I was always just like, there was just enough to keep you knowing what was happening. Um, I don't know what I would do differently with that. I mean, I would love to know a little bit more about. Um, I mean, other than that, oh, but if it was longer, because it was very long for what it was. Like there was a lot of scrolling. I know we went through it very slowly, but I think maybe that was about the limit for that kind of mechanic for me personally. But how would you do it differently? I guess maybe other phones or other different like. I mean, if it was I don't know, because if you made it part of like a walking simulator or something, then it would kind of just be shunted off to the side. I don't know. I've got no complaints. I actually wouldn't know how you do it differently. I don't even quite know how they did it. But other than that, I really recommend it. Like, I mean, you know, if you've sat through this whole thing, then I don't know what the replay value is, but I'm really interested now to see what else these developers have done, because they've clearly got a lot of talent. I mean, that was just really well put together. Also, the presentation was really good. Like, it didn't feel like, you know, just a list of the words. They had actually gone to the effort to recreate quite authentically a social media feed from like 2023. So all up, very tight, very sharp. I didn't feel there was much to be cut, but it told quite a deep story. I don't know. It's just something about this game really, really, really got to me. I really love that. That was a phone found in tall grass, part of the Queer Games bundle, which is available for purchase all of June. Your contribution goes to artists all around the world, so it's well worth your time. But this game is available at any time. All the games in the bundle are available at any time outside the bundle. A lot of them are free. This one is free. So yeah, you can play it yourself. Other than that, have a good night, and I'll talk to you some other time.